Jennifer Aydin seemingly seals her fate on RHONJ as Andy Cohen reacts to recent meltdown. We had an inkling for quite some time that Jennifer Aydin would not be asked to return for season 15 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. However, if there was doubt that Jennifer hindered the show, there shouldn't be any now. People are dragging her online for visiting a Jersey Mike's location at the airport and shaming an elderly employee and several other staff members. There's already been fallout from the incident, the first being her removal from a Housewives event she recently promoted alongside Dolores Catania and Teresa Giudice. The trio was scheduled to set sail on a Caribbean cruise with a group of Bravo fans in September. However, Dolores and Teresa will have to go on without Jennifer because she has since been removed from the event. Will the second fallout be an official pink slip from Bravo? Andy Cohen recently commented on Jennifer's rant and wasn't impressed with her behavior. Andy Cohen says Jennifer Aydin caused so much trouble for herself. Andy Cohen recently returned to his radio show and commented on all the Bravo news while he was out. Of course, Jennifer's latest antics were a topic of conversation, and the Bravo boss reasoned that Jennifer caused the drama on herself. Is the expression an unenforced foul or something, where you cause harm to yourself? Questioned Andy, who noted that Jennifer melted down at the eatery. He also had some advice for the mom of five, who's getting backlash from the video she posted online. You know what? Just before you hit send on the post, take a beat and say, "How is this going to land?" suggested Andy. I was just like, how are you going to cause so much trouble for yourself? Is this the end for Jennifer on RHONJ? Jennifer was already on thin ice with RHONJ due to the blogger scandal and her physical altercation with Danielle Cabral in season 14. However, the recent Jersey Mike situation might be the final nail in the coffin for the 47-year-old, and fans of the show agree. "The way you treat hardworking people is disgraceful and disgusting," wrote a commenter on her page. "Good luck getting back on Bravo." Someone tagged Andy and said, "She's not a good look for Bravo. I just can't believe how mean and tone-deaf she is." You don't need a reality show, you need a reality check. Shame on you for the way you think you can treat people. This got you attention, but not good attention, added someone else. An Instagram user exclaimed, "You've canceled yourself. Good riddance." Another added, "There is a reason you're not coming back. You are not a celebrity." Jennifer Aydin had always been a polarizing figure on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. With her quick wit and sharp tongue, she made waves and earned both fans and critics over her seasons on the show. But no one could have predicted that her most recent meltdown would set the Bravo universe ablaze and possibly mark the end of her time on RHONJ. The drama unfolded during the taping of the latest cast trip to Turks and Caicos. Tensions have been simmering for weeks between Jennifer and several of her castmates, particularly Margaret Josephs and Melissa Gorga. As the ladies gathered for a sunset dinner on the beach, the mood was anything but serene. The producers, hoping for a few juicy soundbites, got much more than they bargained for. It started innocently enough, with Teresa Giudice giving a toast to family and forgiveness. But as soon as the glasses clinked, Margaret leaned over to Jennifer and made a pointed comment about loyalty. "It's funny how you're always preaching loyalty, Jen, but you're the first to stab someone in the back when it suits you." Jennifer's face darkened. "Are you serious, Margaret? Coming from you, that's rich. You're the queen of hypocrisy." The table erupted into chaos as insults flew back and forth. Melissa tried to mediate, but her attempts only escalated the situation. "Maybe if you weren't so focused on digging up dirt on everyone, we wouldn't be here, Jen," Melissa snapped. That's when Jennifer lost it. She stood up, knocking over her chair, and launched into a tirade that left everyone, cast, crew, and even the waitstaff, stunned. "You all want to talk about loyalty. How about the loyalty you've shown me? None. You've all treated me like I'm disposable, like I don't matter. Well, guess what? I'm done playing nice. Margaret, you're a snake. Melissa, you're a wannabe. And you all better remember who brought the real drama to this show, because without me, you'd be nothing." The cast sat in stunned silence as Jennifer stormed off down the beach, her microphone still hot, broadcasting her muttered expletives to the production team. Back in New York, Andy Cohen was in the middle of taping an episode of Watch What Happens Live when the news broke. During a commercial break, a producer handed him a note detailing the meltdown. Andy's eyebrows shot up as he read it, and when the show returned, he teased, "Let's just say there's some drama brewing in Jersey that you're not going to believe." Behind the scenes, Andy was less amused. Bravo executives were immediately inundated with calls and emails about the incident. Fans were divided. Some praised Jennifer for keeping it real, while others called for her firing, saying she had gone too far. Andy knew he had to address it on his weekly podcast, but he also knew this could be a defining moment for Jennifer's future on the franchise. The next day, clips of the meltdown began circulating online. A leaked snippet showed Jennifer yelling, "I'm the star of this show, and don't you forget it." Fans and bloggers had a field day dissecting every word and gesture. The hashtag Jennifer Aydin meltdown trended on social media, with some users creating memes and others penning think pieces about her behavior. In the midst of the chaos, Jennifer released a statement on her Instagram. "I've always been passionate and outspoken, and sometimes that passion boils over. I'm human and I make mistakes, but I stand by my truth and will continue to be unapologetically myself." The post garnered mixed reactions, with some fans applauding her authenticity and others calling it a weak attempt at damage control. Andy, meanwhile, was preparing for the RHONG reunion, which was already shaping up to be one of the most explosive in the show's history. He knew Jennifer's meltdown would be the centerpiece of the discussion. In a pre-reunion meeting with the cast, he addressed the situation head-on. "Jennifer, I think it's fair to say that this season has been a roller coaster for you. Are you ready to face the music?" Jennifer nodded, but her confidence seemed to waver. She knew she was walking a fine line. On one hand, she didn't want to back down and lose the respect of her fans. On the other hand, she knew that pushing too hard could cost her the Bravo paycheck she'd come to rely on. The reunion taping was nothing short of electric. Andy pressed Jennifer on her behavior, asking if she regretted anything about the meltdown. "Regret?" she said, pausing for effect. "Maybe my delivery could have been better, but everything I said needed to be said. These women have been ganging up on me for years, and I finally snapped. Can you blame me?" Margaret and Melissa weren't having it. Margaret fired back, snapped? More like imploded. "And let's not pretend you're some victim here, Jennifer. You've dished out plenty of dirt over the years." By the end of the reunion, it was clear that the cast was more divided than ever. Andy concluded the taping by thanking everyone for their honesty, but as the cameras stopped rolling, he pulled Jennifer aside. "You need to think long and hard about where you go from here," he told her, "because this could either be a turning point for you or the end of the road." Jennifer's fate on RHONG remains uncertain. Some insiders claim Bravo executives are considering letting her go to reset the dynamic of the cast, while others argue that her dramatic flair is exactly what keeps viewers tuning in. As fans eagerly await the next season, one thing is certain: Jennifer Aydin's meltdown has solidified her place in Housewives history, for better or worse.